E3 2019 was great, but it was probably the worst E3 I have ever seen because it was just a bunch of CGI trailers. Ooh. Ah.
Thor, Tony, check it out.
What the hell is even that?
It's just very nice to get a gameplay trailer because it tells what the game is really about. But don't get me wrong, people go fucking bonkers over CGI trailers.
What? Oh my god! What?
Oh, whoa! Dude! Okay. Oh, the chicken!
Don't get me wrong, CGI trailers are exciting to watch, but they're very misleading because they don't tell what the actual game is about or what the game looks. It gives you a small snippet what the story is about, but it's very misleading. Give Diablo 3 for example. The cutscenes in that game, they spend like $3 billion on these cutscenes, but when you get to the actual game, it looks like shit. I even have my moments where I piss my pants over a CGI trailer. He got stabbed and became a... There was another CGI trailer that I was very interested in. It wasn't Cyberpunk, it wasn't Halo. It was a game called Elden Ring. And if you can see the trailer it didn't show jack shit. But it showed who was making it. Hidetaka Miyazaki. This man makes great games. It's so good. All his games are so good. Demon Souls, the trilogy of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, some Armored Core games I never played before. But if I made a top 5, most of his games will be in there. It's just fucking fantastic. Also, there's a guy named George R. Martin that apparently never finishes books, is writing mythos for Elden Ring. So yeah, that's a pretty good combination of two people. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Alright, let's continue. Somehow EA's conference wasn't the worst.
I can't wait for our final show of the day. It's more epic than Star Wars, more extreme than Battlefield, and more competitive than Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends combined. That's right. I'm talking about The Sims.
It only had 3 games to show, and the other games was just gambling sites, pretty much.
We've been doing this in the arcade market for over 20 years, and now we found a way to gamblify it.
But the worst belongs to Bethesda. Bethesda would be on stage with Fallout 76 blatantly lying to you, saying that you love their game.
You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep
fucking
squatch.
planet is this
We've
taking
also
place
been working
in?
on our...
They talked about 2 mobile games that no one gave a shit about. Starfield wasn't there, and Elder Scrolls 6 wasn't there. That entire thing was just them talking about nothing. That entire conference was just you sticking your dick in a blender and turning it on. Their only saving grace was fucking Doom, and that was at the end of the show. If it showed somewhere in the middle, I would have fucking dipped because that shit was boring.
But you
Is there a problem? Are you stupid? No wonder you work at a fast food place. You fucking dumbass. No, fuck it. I'll go to Wendy's.
Other than Bethesda, there is Devolver Digital.
And we at Devolver simply can't wait to show you what our video game developer friends have been video game developing this year in video games. It's been an amazing year and a fantastic video game year for all the...
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Devolver Digital, for the last 3 years, they've been killing it. Or at least their E3s has been the best. It's super fun to watch, and when I watch it, I'm like, man, these feel like real human beings. These are people that I want to trust when it comes to a business, because they just feel like people. They don't feel like fucking robots. But yeah, I recommend that you watch Devolver's Digital E3 for the last 2 years ago. It's just it's just so fun to watch. Even though those games back then probably been released, just watch it for the comedic style of their E3. Also, you got another favorite of mine, the pre-pre show.
Do you think it's too late to leave?
Let's get on with the show!
He's already here.
Well, hello there, friends. It's your old pal, Mr. Meatless.
Have we?
How the hell are you? America!
God bless America! First off, I know that you're the real Sub-Zero now that you have your mask back on. This time. Okay, now that that's out of the way, Sub-Zero, we didn't lose Mortal Kombat 2, not really. It was just that Shao Kahn realized that rather than risk losing another Mortal Kombat tour, after Liu Kang won 2 in a row with our help, kind of, that he could try something different in order to enter and conquer Earthrealm.
I'm starting to understand, but please continue.
Right.
Here's the wheel!
Wheel.
Can we be scared? Wheels. Yeah, this is how you feel when you spin the wheel. It tastes like cornmeal. Dave, come spin the wheel.
No.
Yeah, Dave.
Dave, drink the drink.
All my worst nightmares have come true.
Even playing for on this game. Who I even playing for on this game? Who what you even playing for on this game?
Hat trick.
Who I even playing for on this game?
Octopimp? Yeah. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Why were you not telling me who you were right when I came in here? Twitch.what? TV? Huh? What? Oh! You better start telling me the truth, buddy! How long you been streaming? Straight sentence. 4 years I've been streaming for 4 years. Don't say it like that! Say 4 years. 4 years. Why'd you start streaming? Because I thought it looked fun.
Hey, come here. Oh, yeah, those are edible bookmarkers.
No, they ain't edible.
Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead. Here. Just go. You just spit it. Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah.
Hello? No!
The challenger for our fight-o, because he is one of the proudest European kaiju in Kaiju Big Battle and part of a balanced breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome from Paris, France,
Under some contrived pretext and the physical therapist, my best hope for taking proper care of my carpal tunnel syndrome, yeah, he had his soul ripped out of his body and is probably out there circling the top of the building that's shaped like Shao Kahn's head.
Hello?
Oh, God! Oh, God! The guilty one! I knew it was her!
Which way? Spin the wheel.
Which way?
Any way you want.
Right or left? There are rules.
Oh, God, Jesse.
What?
Yes, because
I'm trying to help you.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to stand right. Yeah, give me some water.
Okay. Right or left? Left, there, left.
That TV. That's right. Bring the now. Bring the music. Make it cool Mario music. Red light, cool Mario music, like we're in Fire World. And then people in the chat room at Twitch will help us make the crossword. Cool red fire music. This is going to end up on the cringe Reddit.
You're pregnant.
Shit! GIF or GIF? GIF. Okay, good answer.
Cut.
What's your last wish?
To live.
Yeah, sure.
I lived.
And I didn't even have to pay him this time!
Do me, please do me! Do me!
Spray him in the face!
Isn't that poison?
I have you inside me now! I'm so happy about that. Oh, I think I'm in love.
I thought it was repellent.
You did it, Michael. Don't you see? You were never looking for me. You were trying to find yourself all along. And remember, Michael, your goals are the road.
And maybe there's with some time and practice, there's a place that I can find, like a meditation place where I can go inside of my head, a nude beach just for me and my dead wife, who was murdered before the first Mortal Kombat even started, and lest we forget our dead kids. In this meditative vision I'm working on, our kids are with their dead grandparents watching the uplifting Christian programming we usually all watched as a family, forever. I just want to reiterate that the nude beach had nothing to do with sex.
Carpal tunnel.